One of the following articles is very real, and one of them is fake. Can you spot which one is fake? Here's the first one. NAACP links earthquake signs in Oregon to white supremacy. That's right, warning people about earthquakes is racist. Is that a real article? Or is this a real article? Bright, white, and associated to milk, a white substance. Is the way our own galaxy is named racist? Is the Milky Way galaxy racist? Or is this the real article? We will go over which one is fake and which one is real later on in this video. I'm Tyler Zed. Welcome to Zeducation. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another SJW episode. It's been a while since our last episode, but we have to go over some of the craziest, cringiest headlines from the SJW woke culture movements in America. Back to the intro. It has gotten to the point where most of you watching this probably cannot decipher which one of those is fake. And I assure you, one of them is real and one of them is fake. But it's hard to tell which one because they're both very believable with the degree of wokeness that we've got to in this country. That's a problem. On today's episode, before we get to which one is real and which one is fake, we're going to go over some more examples and some more things that are really running amok, this detachment from logic and reason in America today. And as always, with these SJW videos, if you cringe, you win. It means your brain is working. It means you know that none of this behavior is helping anyone. It's not creating justice. It's not doing anything positive. It's creating more division, and it's making some people act insane. And at the end of this video, I will tell you which one of those articles is real and which one is fake. But before we get into today's examples, as always, please continue to support Zeducation by heading down and liking this video and making sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now, on to today's SJW episode. If you cringe, you win. Go.
Hey, bestie! You're wrong. I think it's time for another adult pre-K lesson. What do you think? All right, turn your listening ears on. Zoop, catch a bubble in your mouth. Good job. Okay, here's the thing. Having a preference is something like, I'm looking for a partner who likes kayaking, or wakes up early in the morning, or loves pizza. But when your preferences exclude an entire group of marginalized people, that's problematic. Okay, that's not nice. That's not a preference. If you lump all fat people in one group together as though they are not very different individuals, that's fatphobic. Just like lumping all black people in one group and saying, I don't like black people is racist. And lumping all disabled people in one group and saying, I don't think people in wheelchairs are hot is ableist. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Obesity is not a marginalized group of people. That's just not. I'm sorry. But guys, obviously, if you have a preference of a physical traits, that's problematic. All right, you cannot. If you discriminate against obese people and you're not attracted to that, you're a bigot. You're going to hell. Make no mistake. Friends is a terrible show about cruel people who tear others down because of their perceived queerness. Anyone that likes Friends, you're a bad person. You're promoting this awful show. How dare you? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're a Friends fan, head down. Let me know.
I just came out of Fry's because I wanted to buy some poster board in case we decided to go stand on some corners, and I couldn't go to self-checkout because all my poster boards didn't have barcodes. So I decided to wait in line, and just so happened to be a black lady. And she looks at me and she says, I know where you're going and I appreciate it. And I said, you shouldn't have to. And, you know, we shared our kind words. And she's like, I'm gonna cry. You give me chills. But be safe. And I'm like, you shouldn't tell me to be safe. You need to be safe every day of your life.
This is also a good reminder, if you're going to have a meltdown, if you're going to cry, make sure before you do it, grab your phone. All right? It's going to make you feel the sense of purpose when you post it online, make you feel important, make you, vulnerable. You're feeling vulnerable. Don't forget that lesson. Do not forget that. USC professor placed on leave after black students complained his pronunciation of a Chinese word affected their mental health. I just soft. We're so screwed, you guys. We are so screwed going forward. Oh, dude, this is bad.
If I did not go on Twitter and search myself NBC SNL with my 2 fingies and click on that and see that they did indeed tweet that as a real thing that's going to happen, I would think that image is from a meme account that some 15-year-old girl made, because this is like a hate crime and then an apology.
Having Elon Musk on SNL was a hate crime, if you guys didn't know that. By the way, that episode was atrocious. I didn't even watch the thing live, but I saw clips from it. Awful. It proves that you have one of the biggest personalities in the world on your show and you still suck. It was awful. SNL, please, let's make SNL great again. Fire everyone on the show right now. Bring in some new talent. It's the only way. Black people living in most US cities are subject to double the level of heat stress as their white counterparts, a new study says. The sun, the heat, the humidity is racist. I knew that all along. I'm glad they're finally highlighting this.
Racism originates with and is perpetuated by white people. Learning Spanish from a white woman. I wish I could go back and tell my students not to learn power or correctness from this white woman. I would tell them to stand in their own power. White isn't right. We're deconstructing our emotions around acknowledging our whiteness and white privilege through the lens of grief and the process of grief. We talked about mourning our white morality. I'm holding myself accountable to this journey. Part of my accountability is to continue to struggle and grapple with my internalized white supremacy. Dismantling white supremacy in society looks like dismantling in my heart first. It means I'm not going to teach Spanish. Accountability is ongoing because there is no end to the process.
That is a college professor apologizing for teaching Spanish, the language, because she is white. And she's fighting white supremacy by quitting, by stopping Spanish, teaching Spanish at her university. If you wonder where these ideas come from and spread, look no further than academia. This person, so heroic, stepping down, not teaching Spanish anymore because apparently that's racist. If you're white and you teach Spanish, you're a problem. You're a part of systemic racism. According to this college professor, Spanish politician temporarily suspended by Twitter after saying a man cannot get pregnant. Twitter told Contreras his comments violated the platform's policies on hate speech. This is where we are. And how racist of Twitter, okay? How racist of Twitter. Wow. The unbearable whiteness of hiking and how to solve it. Real. That is real. Very real.
Anyone can drink Monster. However, people should be mindful that it is part of emo goth culture, so drinking it, taking pics with it for an aesthetic, if you're not alt, can actually be considered offensive. So just be careful.
Everyone thinks they are a marginalized group today. Everyone. If you drink Monster and you're not part of this group, that's offensive, man. That's offensive, all right? You're offending the goths. You didn't know that? Well, screw you. Now you do, you ignorant fool. This is what happens when this trickles down to our youth through academia. Everyone thinks they're a victim. Can a toothbrush be sexist? Why am I paying $9,000 for this? That is a good question. Why are you paying $9,000 for this? I think we've had this slide before. But this is a good reminder. Again, this comes from academia. It comes from the extremists teaching our youth. And you're paying for it. You're paying for this garbage. Demi Lovato says, complimenting a person's weight loss can be harmful.
I am more than a shell for my soul that is my body.
Don't compliment people making healthier decisions with their life if they look better when they lose weight. That's fatphobic. Stop.
My name is Sarah. This little cutie is my son, Bennett. As you can see, my son is a white male. So here are some books that I bought to help prevent him from growing up to be awful. Starting out strong, we have C is for consent. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's a picture book that goes into detail about consent with your body, with family. Along that same note, we have Will Ladybug Hug. Teaches the same kind of concept and in a more childish way about a ladybug who is hugging his friends. He even has one friend who doesn't like hugging. So this one is called Only for Me. Also, same concept, teaching kids about consent and things that feel comfortable with their body. Because I'm raising a feminist, we've got A is for Awesome, 23 inspirational women. Next, we have I Clean Like Daddy. There's even a page in the end where the whole family is cleaning together to show that it's not just mom and sister's job. Finally, we have Except When They Don't, a book about boys and girls liking whatever they want, regardless of their gender.
Ah, that poor kid. Poor kid. But as a reminder, guys, this is the mentality. If you're a white male, you're bad. And if you don't stop them by jamming this propaganda down their throats when they're young, every single white man will grow up to be awful, according to this person. That's her assumption that, she's stopping him by jamming this propaganda down his throat. And you know what? How dare she assume his genders, assume his pronouns? How dare she? This empowering Instagram photo to normalize facial hair for anyone who's grown up believing it's something to be ashamed of just went viral. Just like we learned earlier, if you discriminate against this, if you're not attracted to this, that's your problem, man. If you discriminate against that, you're a bigot.
So are beautiful people bad people? Yes, because they benefit from a violent system of lookism, and they seek either actively or passively to maintain that system, despite the violence that it subjects on those constructed politically as ugly.
Constructed politically as ugly. It's a social construct. It has nothing to do with what you're attracted to naturally. It's just nothing. Not at all. Nothing to do with biology, nothing to do with science on what you're attracted to and what you're not attracted to. Nothing at all. That's lookism. You're upholding that. You're upholding lookism. That's a thing, apparently. Lookism. John Oliver slams white people over ignorance of black hairstyles. John Oliver, everyone. This guy has, millions of dollars in a budget, a whole production team, and he's still putting out garbage. Sad to see. So I really wanted to go on a walk, and then I remembered I'm a girl and will get sex trafficked. I think you're going to be okay. Just go on the walk. Don't live in fear. Is racism making people sick? From Vox. Oh, YouTube. I cannot believe that this is an ad that you're putting out there. Whatever, if you're seeing this ad or you're watching this video, you're a viewer of Zeducation and you're seeing this ad, don't get mad about it. Be happy that they're wasting money advertising this to you.
And these are the people responsible for teaching our children.
What he thought was an average traffic stop. A woman was using her cell phone while driving, but it quickly fell apart. The woman went after him, started berating him, making racist comments and anti-police comments. Take a look. I pulled you over because
you're a murderer.
Yes,
I started to record because you're a murderer.
You can't be on your cell phone while you're driving.
I wasn't on my phone. I was recording you because you scared me.
You can't use your cell phone while you're recording.
You.
May I have your driver's license?
It's at my apartment.
Thank you.
And I'm perfectly legal, and I'm a teacher. So there.
Congratulations.
You're a murderer.
Only sign you for using your cell phone while you're driving. That's it.
Here you go, man. Sign inside the red box.
For him being a Mexican racist. What is that name? Gas.
Sign the citation, man.
Here you go, Mexican racist. You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that, right?
Another teacher. There you go. Another teacher jamming this garbage down the kids. This woke detachment from logic and reason, this hateful rhetoric, that's what it is. It's hateful rhetoric. It is now seeping into higher powers within the United States. As you saw, the Chicago mayor literally promoting discrimination. Now we have this woke culture seeping into the U.S. Army. And I want to show you one of the new Army recruiting ads. But first, I need to show you China and Russia and how they recruit recruits. First, this is Russia.
Твоей новой жизни. Что ты знаешь о себе? На что ты способен? Вопросы могут остаться без ответов, но разве ты сумел знать себя? Познать границы своих возможностей? К черту границы, а без боя нет победы. Но на самом деле, главный враг — это задача выследить врага, догнать его, превзойти.
Pretty hardcore. Promoting the strength of the Russian military. That's what it is. Trying to get people to come and be a part of that. Then you have China.
一生道是一种割舍。一生道是一次重塑。
海上、空中、陆上各作战机组已修订完善作战计划。
Same thing, promoting some pretty badass stuff. Nothing to do with wokeness, not at all. And here are a couple clips from some of the new U.S. Army recruiting ads.
I'm a woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I am intersectional.
It begins in California with a little girl raised by two moms, standing at the altar to marry my other mom. I also marched for equality. I like to think I've been defending freedom from an early age. I joined a sorority full of other strong women, and after meeting with an army recruiter, I found it. A way to prove my inner strength.
Emphasizing individual identity before mission. I was in the Air Force, and one of the values is service before self. You put the mission first. Your individual identity, your sexual orientation, the color of your skin, your religion, none of that matters. It's all secondary to the mission of keeping the country safe. That's what the military is supposed to do. That's how it has to operate. Otherwise, we lose to countries like China and Russia. But obviously, we're putting individual identity and wokeism before the mission now. That's what they're doing when they're recruiting and putting ads out like this. But people aren't stupid, and people don't like it. As one of these videos on YouTube has over 2 million views, and look at this ratio, an absolutely insane ratio, one of the worst ratios I've ever seen. And it was so bad that they had to turn the comments off on this video. Before we get to the intro and which clip was real and which one was fake, what do you think about these military recruiting ads? How do you think this is going to end up for the United States in 10, 20, 50 years from now? If we keep doing this, if we keep putting individual identity, self-importance over the mission, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And before we go, a flashback to the intro and which article is real and which one is fake. Although, like I said, both believable, this is the real article. NAACP links earthquake signs in Oregon to white supremacy. That's right. Warning people about possible earthquakes is racist. That's where we are. Everything is racist, guys. Just get it into your head. Again, let me know what you think about this hysteria down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help me get it recommended to others. That's it for today's video. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Education.
Idiots.